How's it going, guys? My name is Jake Fogg and welcome back to the second episode of my Football Manager 2020 Let's Play with FC Andorra. Since I last saw you all, I have made a few signings. I feel like I've really at least I've brought the starting quality of this team up. And we've got our first game of the season today. So before I get into the first game, I will run you through the transfers. And there's an interesting one in there. Well, at least I think so. So the first player is Mikel Santamaria, a 32-year-old Spanish centre-back. I was looking a bit light on centre-backs, so I just went out and found the best free agent that I could. And I thought it'd be good to get a bit of experience in the side, because I have brought in a few loan players and a few young players as well. So I just thought a solid centre-back who's going to improve the defence. That was that was a player that's really important to me. So he is the first signing. And then the second free transfer that we brought in was a Spanish right wing, Fran Pastor. Well, right or left wing. Again, I was looking a little bit weak down the flanks, so I decided to bring in. I mean, the players that I had on the wings weren't bad. It was just my depth was not there, and it was one of the areas I really looked to strengthen. So Fran Pastor, I think he ticks all the boxes that I need. I think he's pretty solid winger, to be fair, for this level. And you can see 3-star current ability and a 3.5-star potential. And then the third and final free transfer, Sergio Molina, a player who I think is going to be absolutely fantastic for us. I am starting off in a 4-3-2-1 with a defensive midfielder, and I think it's a really important position. I need to make sure that I've got a top quality player there. I think Sergio Molina really is going to fit the bill. 23 years old, got great stats for a defensive midfielder, and I think he will be fantastic for us this season. So now moving on into the 4 signings that I've brought in on the season-long loan. First player is John Kitolano, 19-year-old Norwegian left-back. Brought him in on loan from Wolves. He's a quality left-back, to be fair, my best left-back. I actually only brought him in because I had one good left-back and that was it. So I actually brought him in as a bit of cover because of my scouting restrictions, I can't actually scout any players, I think, outside of Spain. I'm not 100% certain, but I just took a risk on him, and it turns out he's actually very, very good. So he's probably going to be my starting left-back for the majority of the season. And then the next player that I've bought in on loan is 19-year-old German centre-back Lucas Mai on loan from Bayern. I am paying 2.9k per week, but what a player he is. I mean, he's my best centre-back, I think, by a fair way, to be fair. 6'3", and he's only going to get better as the season goes on. So I think this is a really, really good pickup. Can play really well as a ball-playing defender as well, which is something I might look into. So yeah, it looks really, really well-rounded, and I think he's going to be an absolute star. And now, player number 2 from Bayern, Oliver Batista Meyer, I think that is, 18-year-old winger. Can play on either flank. I'm not sure which. I probably will mostly play him on the left. He is right-footed, but he has got an okay left foot. Could play him as an inside forward because he's got great stats for it, or even an inverted winger. Either or. I think, again, paying him $3,000 a week, which is a little bit steep, but he's a quality player. And again, 18 years old, only going to get better. 3.5-star and obviously 5-star potential. And last but not least, Billy Gilmour, 18-year-old Scottish central midfielder from Chelsea. Absolute wonder kid in real life. I'm not sure how good he's actually going to get on Football Manager, but you can see straight away he's already improving. He was actually the first player that I bought in, and I couldn't believe it. I had a look round at some Spanish loanees, and none of them were really any good. And when I went to look at Barcelona and Real Madrid, their B team, they weren't willing to actually let any players come out on loan, or if they were, I would have had to pay over the odds. I would have had to pay their wages, then a monthly fee on top, and it just wasn't worth it. So I think Billy Gilmour just popped up, and I was like, oh, he's very good. Let's put a loan offer in for him, thinking absolutely nothing of it. And lo and behold, I got him. Again, I'm paying 3.6k a week, and I think I'm paying 2k monthly because his wages are 4k and they wanted the wages paid in full, and I couldn't quite, my board wouldn't let me. but I was able to put in the extra £400 a week in monthly instalments. So that worked out. They got what they wanted, and I got Billy Gilmour, and that's actually why I went looking at. So I've got 2 players on loan from Bayern and a player on loan from Wolves. Because I got Billy Gilmour, that is where I went looking, and it worked. I got some great players, I think. I actually had bids accepted for Ryan Brewster and Angel Gomez as well, however you pronounce his name, but I think Ryan Brewster went to Ipswich. In fact, they might have both gone to Ipswich, I'm not sure, but I actually had offers accepted and they were both interested in joining, so that would have been a good one as well, but unfortunately not. So now going into first game of the season, we are playing away against Cornea. I think it's Cornea, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but this is the starting lineup that I'm going to go with. I've got Banyus in net, Martos at right back, Gafford and Mai at centre backs, Kitolano at left back, Molina in a half back, holding midfielder role, Ryan Gilmour centre mid with Gilmour playing more of an advanced playmaker, Batista, Maya and Pastor on the wings, and Casa de Jesus up front. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So yeah, this is the formation that I've gone with. I've tried to keep it fairly simple. Don't want any. Well, I'm not at the start. I'm not going to put any in like Mazzalas or anything. I think this started with a Mazzala wing back, some ball playing defenders. I just want to get the team, playing together, playing as a unit. Then I can start experimenting. And I've just gone with controlled possession as the tactical style. I don't think I've changed anything from it. So yeah, let's get into the first game now of the season. I think am I gonna have to do squad numbers, or are they done automatically? I think they might be done automatically. Oh, they just don't have any squad numbers apparently. No one's got a squad number. I think was that every single player is making a debut. Let's see. Go out there and give the fans their money's worth. Yeah, that'll do. Right, let's get into the kick-off now. This is going to look absolutely horrible, so let me just change it to 2D because my laptop is absolutely dreadful. 2D classic. I just want key highlights, not bothered about extended. Let's see. Match speed during highlight. I'll play around with it a little bit. Right. So we are kicking off, and that is really slow. Let me just speed it up a little bit. About there. Yeah, that'll do. Also, apologies if it is lagging at all. My laptop is pretty dreadful, but I am getting another one that is more powerful in the next week or so. So hopefully, if it is lagging, I'm not sure. It looks all right to me, but I don't know what the recording is going to come out as. Oh dear. Is Martos going to get sent off? Oh, for God. Oh, what a start. What a start. I think, after I was bigging up Molina, I think I'm going to have to take him off. But I think Santamaria. Who's my other right back? Did I not put him on the bench? I'm sure I put one on the bench. Yeah, Miguel Loureiro. Well, that's not the ideal start, is it? Come on, boys. Oh, got thrown Loureiro. I can't even pronounce their names, but it's gone over the bar. I'm moving too quick for me. I don't know the names to try and commentate over the top as it's happening. But we're playing pretty well so far. Man down, but we're still keeping control of the ball. Only allowed them 1 shot, but 5 shots, 1 off. Only 1 on target for us so far. It's not great, but at least we're getting the shots off, and we're controlling possession despite being a man down. Sign of hopefully it's a sign of good things to come. Oh, and we've got a free kick about 25 yards out, and it's tipped wide by Juan. That was actually a really nice free kick. And then from the corner, it's just headed away. Can we do anything? Nope. And I believe that is going to be half-time, and that is indeed half-time. It's not been a bad performance so far. Oh, you can see there, we've had 10 shots, they've had 6. 5 on target to 3, and 67% possession. It's just a shame about this. Javi Martos getting sent off in the 13th minute. Yeah, sympathise with him. Let's tell him. Let's do what's it called? Passionate. I have faith in you. Let's see if that. See what that does. Absolutely nothing. Oh well. Into the second half now. Hopefully we can get that opening goal and go on and win the game. And Fran Pastor's injured straight away. Oh, dearie me. Well, good job I've got a player on the bench that can just come straight in and replace him. Oh, it's not been the ideal start to the season so far, but and the man that's just come on, Palinka, is running down the wing, and why is he short? Oh, just had to put that across, and Casadezas was there waiting for it. Oh, picking the ball up in midfield. Oh, Batista Maya's got it. What can he do with it? Through to Gilmore. Plays out wide to Palanca. Takes on his man, but it's a penalty. Come on. 56th minute. The striker Casadezas says, he scored. Thank God for that. Oh my God, what a dreadful penalty that was. Oh, so he just put it straight down the middle. Keeper's. Oh my, that is dreadful keeping as well. Dreadful penalty, dreadful keeping. But I'm not going to complain. I'll take it every day. Back on the highlights again, into the middle to Gafford, to Gilmore. What can he do? Out wide again to Palinka. Is he going to put it across? No, is that another penalty? It is. 61st minute to make it 2-0, and Casadezas buries that one, no problem. No doubt about that one. Come on, boys. Down to 10 men, but we're still off to a great start so far. 60 minutes in, 2-0 up. With a double from the spot from Casadezas. I'm going to make my third and final sub here in the 75th minute. Let's take off Rye and bring on Riverola. Another very, very good midfielder. I think this midfield trio, or these midfield three, are going to be rotated nicely throughout the season, and it's one of the areas of real quality in the squad. Thankfully. Just need to hold on to this 2-goal lead into the 80th minute now. Still looking good. I don't think I've seen a single highlight from them so far. 86th, 87 minutes. It's looking like this is indeed going to be our first win of the season in our opening game. And that's got to be the end of the game. There we go. Final whistle is blown. And FC Andorra have beaten Konya 2-0 despite playing with 10 men for 77 minutes of the game. That is ridiculous. Team talk, just say I'm very happy with the result and the way that you played. Won't say anything to Javi Martos because he's the captain as well, and he got sent off so early. Oh, clean sheet and first victory. Get in. See what's going on in the inbox. Pasta's out for 7 to 9 weeks. Not ideal at all. Martos banned for 1 match. Fine half a week's wages because that is the that I've set up, code of conduct. And then Casadezas on form. So where's that left us in the table? Oh, that's weird. So after game number 1 of the season, we are sat very nicely up in 3rd position, but it's early days so far. Let's have a look at the schedule. Villarreal B is our next game at home in just a couple of days. This first month is ridiculous. So busy. So busy. Game midweek and weekend pretty much every single week apart from this week. However, I think my games may get called off. A couple of them. It's like here I've got 7 players on international duty, but I'm not sure. I think Billy Gilmore's one of them, and then I've got like 5 players playing for Andorra. So I don't know how much it'll actually impact me and whether or not I will need to get the game cancelled. I think if it gives me the option to, I will try and do. So I'm going to go play a few games off camera. I'll probably come back after 5 or 6 games, see how I've gotten on for the start of the season. But anyway, that is where I'm going to end off this episode. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next episode.